going to be the host for the today's event. So this event is mainly organized for the launch of the project Lumina. So first of all, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you for taking the time to join us today. So from here, I will hand over the mic to Aryan. Would you please take over?
Yeah, thank you, Jatin. Thanks a lot. And welcome, everyone. A very good evening to everyone. And thank you for joining today with the launch of our project Lumina, a brand new project by the team RaSoR itself, and focus towards, we will know about it. Well, it's about launch and it's about, some mystery. So, Jatin, can you please go to the next slide? Yeah, so here is this, very flashy introduction to Project Lumina, whose focus is to eliminate the knowledge paths through collaborative brilliance together. So yeah, it's a teamwork, it's a hard work which we are putting for the, far long time, and we are putting it together so that we can bring something, really meaningful for all of you who are, trying to pursue your research, your interest, and everything. So regarding this, we sent you an email, and in the email we asked you to, play a small game where we asked you, okay, what could be the Project Lumina, right? As the name does not exactly suggest what it's all about. So I think, Jatin, you can move to the next slide. And there was this little, a small game of guessing that what this project could be about. And here is a small, maze looking like a word cloud picture, which contains some hints that what could be the Project Lumina. So still, okay, we are still open. The G form is not there, but we have this meeting and the platform is still open for all of you. So if still you have some guesses that okay, this could be the Project Lumina, this is why we are meeting together. So we are, really looking forward to hear to you. What are your guesses? What do you think this is all about?
Yes,
Anyone can
Aryan.
just, yeah,
Aryan, we already have a lot of guesses, and I think they are very interesting ones. Some things that it is an speaking session. Some people think it's a learning new things. So I guess,
yeah,
guys, you can just unmute yourself and tell us what you think Project Luminar is about.
right.
Yeah, anyone, just go ahead. I think the whole purpose of this meet is to be interactive with the Razer team. Hello, guys. I hope you do me to unmute yourself and start
Can you hear
speaking.
me?
Hi,
Yeah,
Dwayne.
go ahead.
Hey.
Okay, so it's a program where you eventually learn how to write a research paper and then finally you get to publish it.
Yeah,
Okay.
interesting. Yes. You are close, but not yet. Anyone else? Let's go ahead. Come on, guys. It's okay. I know you are typing, but speaking upon the meet is actually very much great thing you could do. You could have a good impression among the
Like,
research society.
can you? I'm audible.
Yeah, you are
Yes,
audible.
yes.
Okay, so like you're giving a platform to the like BA students so that they can collaborate like among each other under some professor or like some mentor and like do some research work or like something like that.
Yeah, 92% right. Just missing out the 8%.
That was
Yeah,
a quick
so
calculation, but yeah.
yeah, it was 92% to be honest. Anymore, I think people do have a bit of idea, but I think you still are not on the like pinnacle of it.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi,
Uh,
hi.
I'm guessing it is from starting, I mean, doing a research from the start and maybe until you publish a paper or something.
Yeah.
I think there is similarity between all the guesses so far, but
Mm-hmm.
still, I guess you still 100% is missing out.
C takes quite a right. Like it's like a 95,
I,
96%.
but I do
Yeah,
have some
90.
person, who can guess it exactly to the point. I certainly do know one person in this meet who can answer it 100% accurate. And I think I should call that person to take the guess because, it's time, Abhijit, that you come forward and take the proper guess and tell people what's the 100% we are looking for. What do you say?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So yes, it's honest guesses. Responses we get is quite similar what we are thinking, and the team is thinking. Basically, it is aligned with that. So let's not wait any further, or just come to the thing. What is this Lumina thing? Okay, so Jatin, can we have the next slide, please? Yep. So it is basically an adventure. You become explorer of the new knowledge. So it is quite pretty metaphorical yet. But to be precise, what is it? It is like a roadmap, which basically guiding individuals for showcasing their interest in research, to forming group, discussing ideas, and finally publishing their work. The goal is actually to encourage learning and collaborations and publishing papers. Why we are thinking this, why we are doing this? Definitely we're in research society, so we mean to publish researches, mean to publish papers, and being an so innovative unique program for an undergraduate degree, uh, we foster research. We want our peoples, like the undergraduate ones, and we have more peoples who completed their masters and phds to enhance the side of the research more. So why it is, in perfect terms, Project Luminar want to make doing research together easy and fun. It helps student and researcher connect, forms group, and publish paper by providing clear steps and support along the way. Okay, so how often this project is basically works? So the frequency will be once every term. We will be opening its submission and registration every term, every academic terms, basically, for whom it is exclusive for RaSoR members. So to join this project, you must be a member of RaSoR. And how we are going to do that, it's coming in upcoming slides. So before moving to upcoming slides, I want to hear, guys, you are excited, so some emojis and something like that.
Go ahead, guys, celebrate it. It's a very big initiative in terms of BS degree. Okay, we are pushing forward the research that IIT Madras is actually famous for, and we will be having all your back. We could be your backbone in this journey. So this is gonna be a great thing for you too. So yeah, Vijit, go ahead to explain it
Yeah,
further.
and you raises his hand, bro. Like, wait till the till presentation, then we having a QA sessions with basically an infinite time, like hour or so. Definitely, we will be waiting to address all your queries and questions. So, Jatin, can we have our next slide? So, okay, so the
Pardon me for the
pathway
interruption.
will, yeah,
Yeah,
the
go ahead, Abhijit.
pathway,
Go ahead.
yeah, the pathway will be starting with the registration thing. And for registration, we want you to present something to us, like share your interest in terms of some working through the research review and representations. Okay, what is a research review and representation? We have a detailed slide coming forward, but to be precise, it is basically you guys, whatever your interest is, it is an open topic submissions, kind of a synopsis thing. There you guys take 10 or so research paper from your domain or the topic you are interested in. Write something out of, like, reviewing things, review those papers, write something out of it and submit to us, along with a slide, which basically a 10 slide presentations or so. And this registration process, basically we named it filtrations in our side, which basically going to assess the members' knowledge, uh, their interest, which fields they are actually interested in, which field they are actually want to do research. Okay, so then thereafter, after you did your registration and submit your research review papers and presentations, we will going to shortlist average and above average performers and for like for common domains, we are going to form some groups. Okay, so the sort listing is basically accessing their knowledge on the standard the research thing follow. And now you ask, like, you were like promising that you will keep up from the ground zero. So we have plans for that, but the actual project luminous revolves and starts from the registration thing, which basically include a research review and represent, so that we can be sure that whatever we are investing our time in, you guys are like know some basic things about it. Like if you have the basics and grounds of how to perform a research, very basic, very kind of like it's naive thing, then we can be sure, be definite on that you guys can move alongside or walk alongside us. Okay, so the selection process actually have two methods. The method one will going to be like after averaging out like the performance, after shortlisting the average or above average performers for the for for the research review and represent, we're going to have two methods. The first method will be shortlisted participant will invite to present their RRR in in a session moderated by some domain expert which belongs to your domain. So and the next method, if we have like some like for example the alignment problem in AI, and we have 10 submissions in that or 5 submissions in that, then what we can do is that shortlist those performing, form a common group, and interest them and invite okay, and invite them to present their RRR in a group discussion like session, where they first present their learnings, followed by a group discussion and cross questioning sessions, so that you guys can collaborate with each other. It's kind of a uh, very collaborative environment that we like try to create. Then after shortlisting you, we will going to merge and select individuals with similar research interest, facilitate discussions and promoting collaborations and communication among group members. Like we are basically going to form a group, and this is the merging step, and then we will like ignite the thing. So in the ignition stage, uh, we will initiate and simulate communication within the groups, encourage member to confirm their research topic. So every group going to has a common research topic over which they are going to work on, and then progress independently without any initial supervision. So the thing is that for undergrad student, we do not find any expert person who actually very interested or very keen to invest their time. So what we want, just go on independently. We will like, yes, we do not actually left you in the middle of the sea or something, but we will continuously supervise you, facilitate with resources, even instruct you, guide you. Okay, so after certain amount of time, when you like put some effort and get to something significant, we will also arrange you some supervisors or some guides and all. So like Jatin, for the next step, please next slides. Okay, so the next step will going to be a setting clear targets and objective with reward and punishments. So it is we kind of developed a reward and punishment system to ensure efficient work and commitments. So this thing will like make you so much deadline inclined. Like we will going to provide you deadlines for anything, any objectives. Like for example, if someone is researching on the same alignment problem, then what we can ask that, okay, arrange some 10 or 20 papers, make notes out of it, and we'll put a deadline on that, and you need to submit it. And if you miss the deadline, you will get some punishment points. If you do it before it, you will get some reward point. Even on the even just before the deadline, it's okay. Even on the deadline, it's okay. And thereafter, as I mentioned earlier, that we will not going to have an initial mentor, or this group or the research group is going to be a self-guided group. Okay, so like after getting some threshold in your work, or the after proving the potential, you have to conduct the research on this certain topic. We will going to ask some academicians, some industry expert, whatever like suited for you, to guide you. so that the further hurdles will be handled. And thereafter we will going to provide you assistance and resources as like upon request and as required. And finally we're going to publish the research papers generated by the groups. And obviously the emphasis we will going to emphasize the importance of individual contribution through authorship hierarchy, like in a group of 10, if one person say A do the most of the work, or the 50% work, the 50% works, like he put more effort, he or she put the more effort than other person in the group, then definitely he deserve to be the first author of that paper. So that we are going to follow. And for tracking that, we will have very objective if tracking system. As I earlier mentioned, that we are going to have a reward and punishment system. So that all the pathway we are going to follow. Now the points like where why where we are starting with zero, ground zero, and so on, we will clearly in further slides. Like Jatin, can I have the next slide? Okay, so now with for the RAR thing. Okay, so what you have to submit in the RAR thing. So I asked you to submit two things: the presentation document and the presentation slides. It basically have a topic title, and thereafter you have to identify 10 papers. Uh, you must select those papers on your targeted domain. And thereafter what we want is to like review components for each paper will going to be the abstract, the theory part, the research methodology, the survey of result, the learning interpretation and all. And extra as depend upon your domain, like the social sciences domain have a section of literature review in its papers. So look, kind of like that you can choose upon. Presentation document will be have a rubrics of it should be written in Times in Roman. The font size will be 12. It should be of minimum of 15 page and maximum 25 page. It should be in PDF format. The slides, maximum number of slides you can have is 10. So it's basically the RAR with open thing, the research review and representation with an open theme. Obviously the selections will be emphasized on the rubrics and the standard practices. And initially it is judged by the Scholar Connect team or the Scholar Connect department of the RaSoR. And if required that some domain or some topic are quite like a bit to handle for us, we will also ask some relevant person or some expert person to do the scrutinization for us. Okay, so that's all about the RAR with open theme thing. Can I have the next slide?
Yeah, just to mention it, Abhijit, people, if you were the part of the RaSoR event in the last Paradox, I don't know how many of you were there, but we did have a RRR, and it was also research review and representation. So it's just an upgraded version to that, and we would be providing a lot more insights in this, and this would be a level up for you guys and for us too. So yeah, Abhijit, you can
Definitely.
proceed.
And adding to that, sorry, Vijay, to interrupt you again.
Yeah.
Adding to that, there is a very good question. Are there any demos for RRR? So I think we do have some idea that where you can get a demo sort of. So if you saw the slide that there was a few instruction related to how to write a review paper and all. But as Arnav mentioned, we have already done this event in the Paradox, and yes, we had some winners. So I think it would be best that we call those winners and ask them to show that how RRR takes place, and they can guide you the best because those are the winners who won in front of the research scholars from IIT Madras, research labs, and even were approved by the professors. So they will be, with us, and they will be guiding you upon it that how to make a paper like that, a review paper like that, and how to present it. So yeah, that is there. And I'm sorry, Abhijit, to interrupt you. Please continue with your thing.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
It's an open free session. We all are members here. Like if you want to add something, you can put on or the chats or can unmute and tell like the things. Okay, so about the group dynamics, so the size will going to be from 1 to 12. It is very likely possible that for your certain topic, we do not find any collaborator initially, but we will find it later as we go along. So you can start your own group individually. So it's a kind of a little paradoxical, but it's work, and I believe it will going to be work. So we will foster a close communication within that group. We'll try to make work as a catalyst to connect you guys. Thereafter, we will keep monitoring and tracking your contributions. Like already mentioned, we have definite rules regarding that to foster the tracking thing, so that we have definite authorship structure. Like at the end of when we are going to publish, no one fight that I am going to be the first author, I'm going to be the second author or something. There obviously the reward punishment points are there. It's all about the group dynamics. It's just an introduction session, guys. On the orientation day, after you done with the RAR thing, we will have a very detailed discussion on that part, and basically the detailed information will be shared thereafter. And also a brochure is in the making and will be circulated as soon as possible. Thereafter the timeline things. So this project will, as I earlier mentioned, that rotated every term. So all the preparations and workshops which required to write the RAR thing will be done space in the term breaks. Thereafter, we'll open the registration to submit your documents and all those things for the first month of the term, of the academic term, basically. Selection and presentation will then follow next 15 months. Thereafter, we have the formation of groups and orientation sessions will take next 15 days. And sorry, pardon me, I call it 15 months. It's not 15 months, it's 15 days. Okay, so thereafter we will ignite and ask you to finalize your topic in the last month of the term, and the next step will be revealed as we go along. Okay, rest step till the publishing and all. So it's about a timeline thing, and Jatin, we have the next slide, please. Okay, so here comes what is research in the point of view of a researcher. So initially, when I am making my way to research and thing, I find myself very fascinating, adding to this, adding to knowledge of human civilization. It is actually a great in itself, like the line symbolizes goosebumps, kind of thing. So but it is a quite a disciplined process. It is a quite a dedicating process. It is a kind of patience process. You have to fight till the end, until your paper get published. And many a time you feel down, many a time you feel very up, and it's like the process. But the success depends upon how much you persist and devoted and dedicated. So the thing, some famous researcher point out, research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. So it is a kind of a out of box thinking thing. The famous scientist Albert Einstein mentioned it as the formulation of a problem is often more essential than its solution. So yeah, the more critical thing is to get a problem. Okay, so nice down to a specific problem that is you can able to address with in a single paper is the most critical thing in the research. So identifying problem statement going to be tough, and if you're able to identify the problem statement, 50% is done there. Okay, now 50% is quite a easy because knowledge is quite a free thing. Okay, not it is not free, you have to pay attention to it. Okay, so but yes, it is free as per now, consider the open internet thing and all along AI and all those things. So the obviously the formulation of a problem is often more essential than its solution, which may be merely a matter of mathematical or experimental. And the next comment we have on the point of view of research by research is that research is formalized curiosity. It is poking and praying without a purpose. So yes, it is. Okay, Jatin, so we have the next slide, please.
Yeah, just to add on to this, which is what Ajit told, that research is very big topic. Okay, you can actually get into research by exploring anything out there. You can look at a kid suffering from autism, and you can think that you can actually change that. So research is something which can help you to have a change in the environment. Maybe some of you might be figuring out ki what's the purpose of life. So being in the research field, you can actually make an impact, and that impact can be carried on by someone else. So research is not that you will start and you will actually complete it. It's the pass on process. You can take up the past researches and also work on that. So yeah, you
Yep.
have to keep exploring the field.
It's a continuous, like as Aruna mentioned, it is a continuous thing. It's like never ending thing. It is the like if you go infinite, then there is one more things to explore. That's the thing with the research. It's never ending thing. You always have something to research. You always have something to explore. Exploration is never ending. As per now, like okay, so what are the perks and rewards? Like you have thought that like you there is a question that why should I join or this program or this project? So the thing is that direct benefits like identified as recognition and authorship. It is like intuited, and thereafter we will going to support you in research, publication, and obviously if you done something cutting edge, then we will also extend our support to the patent thing. The next is that those who ever deliver a sufficient amount of effort in the process will going to get a certificate of official membership of RaSoR. Okay, so it's for those who dedicated much time, much effort will get that certificate, and like they do not able to publish the paper in their tenure or something. So we'll get like we they will get a certificate of official membership of RaSoR. The next is that letter of recommendation or achievement will be provided to everyone who will able to publish the paper. It is by society. We will able to provide you research resources as like subjected to the society's budget and capabilities. For now, as our budget and capabilities increases, we will increase our boundary and ranges. Thereafter, we will provide you all the opportunities for conferences related to your topics. We have a good team, like we have a good team which actually like searching on these opportunities and all. So we're going to maintain a seat kind of thing, which will like look after whatever the topic you are researching in, and there is some conference holding somewhere. So like we do not promise yet that we will going to fund you for that conference, but obviously we will get that opportunity to your doorstep. Thereafter, we get a we get mentorship of academician, researcher, domain expert, and industry professional, as mentioned. And obviously, we will also try to establish relation with respective industry, organization, and institution. And now the point number 7 and 8 is basically subjected to like it is if required and you have done adequate work in your topic. Okay, so later on, we are also having a team, actually having a department to search for the research internships and placement. So the team who will actually dedicated their time in the researching over the certain topics will try to get some opportunities for them. It's obviously we will get that opportunity to your doorstep. It is up to you, and your effort that if you are able to grabs it or not. Okay, the next is we will in a month or so, or after you get an adequate or knowledge, then the acquired knowledge will provide you a platform where you can showcase it, and obviously we will going to have some directory or a YouTube playlist or some kind of thing. There we can just post those presentations so that you can just copy the link and put it on your resume that you have that adequate knowledge and knowledge on that topic or thing, so that if by chance you're not able to publish the thing, then you can have something to like prove your the knowledge on that certain topics. Okay. The next thing is that we all always open those who are perform very well in terms of basically the RP, the reward punishment point. They will get a chance to work with the RaSoR Scholar Connect department, uh, like as a core member or so, and then thereafter we have many kind of a series of like workshops and sessions, and these are provided as you required. Like if you some required some professors to deliver some, or some academician or some industry expert to deliver some sessions on some topic of your interest, then we will definitely do that. Okay, Jatin, the next slide please. Hey Jatin, the next slide please. Sorry, back one slide back. Yep. Now, what are the indirect benefits? Like indirect benefits are personal and professional skill developments. It is actually like you are going to work in a team. You are maintain a very disciplined thing, because we are going to have a RP system. So the organizational activity, the professional skill will going to improve. We will also try to foster the research skills and mindsets. We will provide adequate resources that your research skill and mindset will grow and develop. Thereafter, the networking opportunities is always there, and if you able to publish your research paper, then it will be a star in your resume and make you stand out of the crowd. First thing first, that you are in an undergrad program, and being in an undergrad program, if you have some thing published, then the industry and the institutions for higher studies will going to consider you in priority or so. And the next thing is that it is like a next thing is that we are studying data science and something. So the data science is so being a data scientist, as per my experience, when you find some job description, and so they not make it mandatory requirement, but they seek that if you have published something or not. Okay, so thereafter, what is yeah, start research early. Even even if you just enter the degree, you can start the researching thing. It's not a matter of fact that you are in diploma level or foundation level or degree level. It doesn't going to matter. No restriction in joining the process, other than you have to be a member of society and have a valid student email ID from IIT Madras. So that's all about the indirect benefits and benefits I talk about. Later we will discuss it in the QA session. Can we have the next slide? Okay, the one thing more to add, for the future benefits thing, we are also thinking about some annual award for the best author and best team based on the RP system, our reward punishment system. We are also thinking to getting some research project from industries and organization to work on, so that your work will be more realistic and more real life impact. And thereafter, we also finding opportunities, like these are future benefits or like future prospect that we are thinking on to get you some kind of subscription for the paid paper or so. But it is, yes, it is now not like a promise kind of thing, but we will working on that. Okay, so obviously, as I mentioned earlier, we are also working on the conference opportunities things and all. So yeah, these are not promises, but we are working on that, and will promise when we have some significant amount of confidence over ourselves. Okay, so the next slide, please. Yeah, now comes the reward punishment point, or you can say the discipline and reward punishment point. We're going to call it luminosity point. Okay, so the project is Project Luminer, and it is like signifies the thing. We are going to illuminate your path to research, and so it is the luminosity point. Okay, now if like it, we have a set of rule. We will discuss it in the orientation session. For just for the introduction thing, luminosity point is going to like it is we have two kind of luminosity point. One is lumin and other is anti-lumin. So lumin is basically for all the reward thing, and anti-lumin is basically all the punishment thing. And initially, when you sign up for the thing, when you on board with your groups and your topic finalized, we're going to get 10 lumen point and 0 anti-lumen point, and it will like move forward. And the thing is that all the rules and regulations and all the other kind of stuff will be discussed later on. Okay, the next slide, please. Jatin. Yeah, so what do we want from you? So we do not want any prior experiences, anything. Like we just need the D has and E has. What is a D has? D has is basically discipline, dedication, and devotion to whatever you committed or you want to explore in terms of knowledge and adding knowledge to human civilization. And E has, which is basically enthusiasm, energy, and excitement. So yes, as I mentioned earlier, knowledge is not free. You have to pay attention to it. So yeah, attention is required, so that what we are demanding from you. Okay.
Not any amount of money.
Yeah, that's the very certain points, like
Yeah.
financials are not going to be like,
Yeah,
not
we
like,
want you to donate, but it's not money. It's your
yes,
time and effort and dedication.
yes, yes. Okay, so the next slide. Like I'm taking too much time, like let me be bit faster, like Jatin, please, next slide. It's the Canva problem thing, I guess. You should have installed the app earlier. Yeah. So as like the timeline I mentioned earlier, it's already we passed the term break and we already like passed the month or so. So we are accepting the submissions for the RIR thing until 20th March from now, from today, from now. And after 20th March, the selection and presentation thing will be happened until 5th of April. Thereafter, formation and groups and orientation will going to happen by 20th of April, and the ignition and topic finalization will be done by 10th May. So that the time like we wasted or like we like missed in ideating or like setting all the things up will be make up or like will be compensate. So as I mentioned, the workshop that we are planning now are ethical use of AI in publishing and research. Like AI is there, so we can use it as a tool, but like writing the literature thing with AI is definitely very bad idea, because it can definitely do 2 plus 2 is equals to 5, which we do not want in our paper. So the thing is that, but still we can use AI to enhance our resources, yes, obviously, and enhance our knowledge kind of thing. So we are going to have a workshop on that. Thereafter, how to draft the synopsis and research review papers kind of thing. Later on, we have how to get access to free literature and quality research papers. We're going to have a fireside chat on that. Thereafter, we're going to have an academic integrity and research ethics thing as a workshop, which basically I request the Aryan and the team to conduct before 20th of March, so that you guys can like done with your RAR thing. And anything more you want, you can scan this QR or fill the form presented here. And I ask Aryan or Aruna or Jatin to like paste this link in the chat. So anything more you want as in terms of workshop sessions or whatever, like you can put on your suggestions or requests there. We definitely consider that. Okay, Jatin, next slide. Or like you guys, you can scan your thing or can have a screenshot over that. Until then, like until we are conducting those workshops and like that, ace your RRR with our research 101 series. Research geographical proximity, Ronit, we will think upon. Okay, so the ace RAR thing, we have already 4 5 episodes over the research 101 series. So you guys can scan and it will land you up to a YouTube playlist where you can enhance your research review and represent like how you're going to find papers, from what are the resources you will going to find papers and all. We make a like Google Drive where we put some resources and we will adding more. And one part of the courtesy is to Aswin sir, our BDM project instructor. We will like getting their resources, putting in our folder. So yes, it's thank you, sir. Like we are using your resources. Like we do not inform you prior, but it's okay. I think it's open source. Later on, you always get a direct help from Scholar Connect department of RaSoR. The email will be the scholar-rasor@study.iitm.academic.in. And other than that, those who are in the town hall or some WhatsApp group, G Spaces, Discord, or Telegram, you just ping any admin and ask for any help you require. We'll always like open to help, open to support, and anything that comes as an hurdle to your research journey. The next slide, please. Jatin? Yeah, so you can start submitting your RAR here. Probably you can scan or screenshot this thing and save it for later. Or we will also circulate an email with all these informations and the brochure and the documents and the guidelines, all kind of thing. But for now, you can start like screenshot or scan it or save it somewhere. Okay, so the quote here is: "A scientists are explorers and philosophers are tourists." We have many people, even I myself, from a like a lot more time from class 8 or so. I like believe that I'm a scientist or so, I'm explorer or so, but the fact is that I'm a philosopher and tourist. Okay, so I know knowledge, I have some kind of stuffs and knowledges on that. Yeah, this is that, this is that, this is that. But I am not a scientist, I'm not an explorer then. Okay, the thing is that I have to be precise, I have to find the actuality in that knowledge. Sometimes it is happen that what you like anecdote things, especially I'm a physics guy, so especially it's happened that a common sense doesn't work in physics. Okay, when you just enter the quantum world or so, like common sense just gone out, it has its own common sense. So to get hold on that common sense, I have to be the explorer thing, and that explorer thing takes a lot effort than the philosopher and the tourist thing. Okay, so exploring something is, yes, definitely going to cost you your effort and time.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Abhijit, before we like go further to end the presentation, there are some questions that I would like to address. First, moving further with Ronit's question about if people go and work in the real term or they should be interacting online. See, the thing is, for the research part, in our country, so far, research will not actually give you a lot of output in terms of money or getting your placements. Okay, research is a sole initiative by yourself that you want to contribute something to open source or something to a change. Okay, so for now, we are actually want you to collaborate by being at a place where you want to be. If you want to like come on ground and interact with each other, there is no issues in that. But yeah, for now it is actually be going to be a collaboration online itself. And moving further to John's question, is research the only scope of this? So yeah, research is the only scope of this. You can actually do research not in just terms of artificial intelligence or machine learning or AI. Okay, you can actually take it further. You can do research in medical as well. You can do research in the agriculture sector.
We are
You
open
can
to
do
all
research.
topics, definitely.
Yeah, it's open to all the platforms you want to research with. But yeah, your research should be genuine. You shouldn't copy research from someone else. Yeah, you can work on the prior research. You can have a referral to that. But yeah, have your original research. Then only we can actually push you forward. And I think that way it will benefit you more. And moving further, what's the question? For RRR, we have to submit review paper about the topic. Yeah, for RRR, you have to actually submit your review paper by the Google form that has been provided to you. I have also shared the link in the chat box, and also there's a QR on the screen, so you can go further. Yeah, man, just a second. I will just answer all this question, then I will move forward with you. So, what's the next question?
One thing to add on Arunab's, like, yeah, in our country, we have a very tough competitions to get secure something over the research as a researcher career, and it's take a lot more time. But yeah, it's always be a beneficial to done some research and use that to showcase in your resume and get some good corporate opportunities, or maybe you can with that research start some your own ventures or so. So yeah, opportunities is always there. Whenever you put some energy in some system, that system is ensured to give you back with some output for sure. And adding to the human knowledge as an input from your side will definitely going to add much more things in your life, in terms of your careers, in your like the success and everything. Yeah, continue, Arnav.
Yeah, and Gaurav, it's about the assigning a mentor. Okay, see, if your research is actually good and if we see there's a potential in that, we would be helping you with the mentorship. Don't worry about that. We would be hiring you a mentor, but yeah, we can't just provide mentors to each one of the students in the BS degree. There are more than 5,000 students in the BS degree, or no, five, not
It's
50,000 students.
20,000. It's 20,000, bro.
Yeah, and they are planning to extend it by 1 lakh. Okay, so yeah, not it's not possible to actually give mentor to everyone and just for a presentation of research. If your research is selected and we see that there's a potential in that, We will help you out with that. Will be providing you mentors from the offline campus as well, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, man, go ahead. You can like
Yeah,
unmute yourself.
my question is, in the RRR you have written on the slide that select 10 papers, and expected to make, are we supposed to make a literature review of those 10 papers, or what exactly?
It's the literature review only.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Stain
uh,
paper is a good threshold, we think, because extensively, like I have shared a image in our town hall thing. You can say that you have to learn a lot of things to like learn kind of 1,000 pages or so to bring out some 10 pages or 15 pages research thing. So to foster that, you have the capability to learn things. We are just suggesting like on an average a paper will going to be a 10 page or so. So if you have done 100 pages, so it's added up to 10 into 10 into 10 100. So even though if you are reviewing some paper with more pages, okay, so we will consider it that too. It's not very definite to you go through all the all 10 papers, but it is very definite whatever you write, it's had some significance, and you should attend a minimum threshold of 100 page reading to write
One more,
that paper.
one more question I have is that, like, suppose if I choose one topic and all the 10 papers must be related to it, or can we like add like machine learning part of it, AI part of it, or like that?
Yeah, the thing is that just for example, like I am like researching on the game theory thing, and it's had very like fantastical things in it. So yeah, you obviously, if you are researching on game theory thing and you will want to explore the ML part, how the machine learning thing or the game theory thing is connected, then definitely you have to explore both of the domain. It's the cross domain thing. So it's
Yeah,
depend
okay.
upon what topic you select to
yeah.
review, and it's like what it required in terms of associated knowledge and papers. So you definitely
Okay,
have go
so
through that.
just to add on that, Amna. Okay, see, I will give you example. Okay, so let's say I had a research on Sanskrit, use of Sanskrit in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, so see, the topic is, can we have a lot of papers? Okay, one thing can be what Sanskrit is, how it has a ancient significance in the culture. Second thing is that Sanskrit has a concept of ekavachan and dvityavachan. Okay, so that can be collaborated with the zero and ones. Okay, so this way you can actually start thinking that how things can actually work. It was told, I actually went on to research about it. And NASA has also researched upon it, that there is a reference to Sanskrit. Then I was very much curious about it. How can something which was taught in Hindi could be related to programming language? Then I went on to read the grammar of it. Then the grammar had a great correlation with the binary language, and you can actually present that grammar in the binary language, and machine could interpret Sanskrit better than any other language. So see, this is how you think, and that's how you actually can explore it. That okay, this part is for Sanskrit, then we will dedicate a part to machine learning, then artificial intelligence, then we will be presenting the past research paper, that how researches happened, who have researched upon it. If you want to read about researchers, there is a website known as research.com. Okay, you can actually visit that, and you can read research paper of some of the great researchers. You can also go and look at IEEE website. They also have a great research initiatives and also articles that would help you to explore the field of research.
So in this, okay, suppose I read 10 papers and I made a presentation out of it, and
Mhm.
the conclusion must be unique, or it must be copied
No, no,
from the paper.
Vishwas. The thing is that when you are reviewing paper, it's just the summary. It's just to summarize those 10 papers into one paper. You do not have to come to an unique
New
conclusion
thing.
or something, some unique findings or so. We do not definitely want you just done the research in the research review part itself, and it is like the for the namesake, for the name, as the names say, it's the review thing. So you just have to review and summarize those papers into a 10 or 15 page document, and a presentation, and make a presentation out of it. It is just simple, just as it
Okay,
is.
okay, I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
Thank you very
it's
much.
like a first step towards the next step. First, you restart reading research, then you review it, then you present it, and after a point of time, you will be very much great to actually put on a research by yourself. You can actually build your own building from the pillars that we are going to provide you. And
Yeah.
you don't worry, we will be having a lot of sessions with different people from different research backgrounds, and that would actually give you a great insight that how these people have researched. Like recently, I don't know if you joined or not, we had an event with the patent research. Okay, so we had Dr. Suchi with us. She actually presented it, that how you can actually patent your research, how patent works, international patent laws, how it is different in the territorial region of the entire world. So that would be great if you actually regularly attend the sessions that we have. For now, it's quiz one, so we are not having session this week. We will again resuming it by the week later. So yeah, so you can actually have great if you are interested in research, and we are there to back you up. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we will take more questions later on. Like we just have to finish the slides, and we'll then open to anytime you want.
Yeah,
I do
just a
not
second,
have.
Abhijit.
Yeah.
You can become a Razor member just by joining the WhatsApp group. We do recruitment for the Razor team every term. Okay, so this term I think Aryan would tell you better that what if we are recruiting right now or not, or you can just ask someone in the WhatsApp group if you are connected to it. Uh,
Yeah, we'll.
Aryan, can we share the link of WhatsApp group here,
No,
community?
that definitely. I think it is not possible. I think
Okay,
I
okay,
like Aryan. Let
yeah.
Aryan.
So basically, thing is कि WhatsApp community is itself restricted to members only, and recruitment part is on. I don't know if you can share the link which I shared you earlier on WhatsApp regarding our
Okay.
social. So do share that. We have the recruitment form and our public channels mentioned there. So uh, not the WhatsApp, but yeah, the other platforms we have, you can directly join from there. It's a common link. It will stay always like that. So anytime you can access it. This one, yes. And regarding the membership, if we will be opening it up, you should definitely send us the email if you want to be the member, because for this term we have closed the membership, and uh, it's closed for the January term, and hence we are not accepting. So if you still are interested, and if you have that passion, okay, that you go out of the way and email, then surely we'll have to consider it, because obviously we value our efforts, and we do value the efforts of the people who have filled the form earlier, and that's why we are planning this initiative all together to to make those efforts hold some meaning. So definitely, if you're very much interested and you are someone who just can't resist the word research from your life, then definitely mail us. You can mail Research Society, or you can mail the support. We have a support handle as well. I'll share the link in the chat box. And yeah, so anyone who is so much passionate, we'll definitely consider making them as our member, and then the WhatsApp community will be open for you. Till then, you can join the other social handles and the groups we have using the link below. I hope that make things clear.
You just connect us over the social handles, and yes, the membership form will be open soon. And as Aryan mentioned, you can always write to us, so that if you are like really passionate and want to join this program, this project now, you can do that through the email thing. Okay, so Jatin, can we have the next slide, and I will like keep the other questions for the last of the sessions. Jatin, Aruna or Aryan, can you do that for me, the presentation thing, or like do I present?
Yeah, just a second. Okay, it's okay. Just let me share my screen. Okay. Yeah, Aryan, can you actually share the screen? Okay, so I have a lot of things on my screen right now.
Yeah, kindly give me a moment. I'll do that.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
It's some tech glitch happening on Jatin side. I think he has some network instability or so. Apologies for the delay.
Yeah, in case some of you might be wondering that why did I mention Sanskrit as a programming language or how did it segment, there is a whole journal by International Journal of the Technology. Okay, so I'm sharing the link. You can actually read about it. I'm mentioning it in the chat, so you can just go ahead and read about how things go on here. There are a lot of resources that you can actually refer to. So if you have any questions, meanwhile Aryan is taking time, you can just ask.
Okay, so I have the question that like can we do like write the review of more than 10 papers if possible?
Yeah, you can actually do that. There's not
Okay,
a
like 10
great
is the
issue
like
in it.
minimum limit for us, right?
Yeah, 10 is the minimum limit for you. Because if you just present it in 2 pages, not 2 pages,
Yeah.
people write compositions too, okay?
Yeah, of
So you
course,
need
of course.
to be more elaborative.
Okay, and one more question, that is it possible like to present like more than one review like I'm doing like
See,
like two different topics, like things like that.
yeah, actually you can do that. But what we actually guide you to
No,
is
like
that,
in that case, I'm saying like 10 papers like reviewed in each topic, like something like that, not like
yeah,
five paper and five paper.
yeah, you can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Abhijit, go ahead. Aryan, we
Yep.
moved on to last
Just
slide.
yeah, last few slides. Okay, so next slide, Aryan, please. Like
Okay.
yeah, so we are opening for a volunteer, a special kind of volunteers that we are required as in terms of Scholar Connect department. They are basically uh, to moderate the language thing. We do not want you to we do not want basically any barrier that comes in your way and publishing a paper. So basically what we are objecting what our objectives here is that we are prioritizing the locality. Okay, and breaking all the barriers. By locality, what we mean is that we are form a zone wise volunteer teams across India under Scholar Connect department especially, which prioritize the local language for effective communication. It is quite a certain, and my experience too, that language becomes a very tough barrier for many to communicate what they are thinking, what they are imagining, and kind of that. So we're actually opening some volunteers spots in RaSoR. And the next thing that what is their objective is basically breaking the barrier. So yeah, they are supposed to bridge language gaps to ensure seamless communication, fostering uniformity within the research community and the diversity we have. Okay, so the key task is that they are supposed to do is basically the language handling thing to address language barrier and to facilitate effective communication. For example, say like I'm a Bengali, by language you can say. So it is quite tough to learn Hindi and and it is then tough to learn the English thing and the other languages thing. So probably I'm like in my school days, I was very confused, like how should I talk? Although like so to address that kind of like things, we are basically having these volunteers, and other than that, they can basically moderate language diversity within the team for a consistent collaboration. If you form some team and some guys is not comfortable in communicating in a common language, then we ask those guys to please like be there and moderate those the thing. Thereafter we are also expected to extend the support to the in urgent situation to the entire research community we have, the RaSoR community we have. Requirements is basically their proficiency in chosen language and English, and a commitment for 2 academic terms. Perks, they are going to get a certificate of recognition by society, and thereafter an opportunity to become a core member in RaSoR. The next slide, please. The thing is that we identified, as in terms of our diversity, we have that the language, for like Assami we need one volunteers to that. For Bengali thing we need two volunteers. English is three, Gujarati is one, Hindi is five, Kannada is two, Malayalam is one, Marathi is two, Oriya is one, Punjabi is one, Tamil is three, and Telugu is two. It is basically the diversity we have as in terms of members of RaSoR, so that we expect that similar distribution of population we will get in our like the Project Luminer thing and the Scholar Connect department. So with that intuition, I put we calculated uh, these number of volunteer spots. So you can join us by scanning the code and filling the form. I ask Aruna or Aryan or anyone put the form link on the chat.
I think it's already in
And
the chat.
I find Vignesh is there, like writing something. Yeah, guys. Yeah, bro. Sorry, like we do not have anyone who speaks Sanskrit as naive language.
Yeah, we do have people who actually know Sanskrit in the BS degree. So yeah,
Yeah,
maybe we would.
I myself have like until 10th I have a
Yeah,
subject of Sanskrit, and
yeah,
thereafter
but
around seven passion
but
for that.
yeah,
Yeah,
but the
but
point of having these volunteers are so
mm,
that we don't have a language independency.
yep,
It's based on that how many languages are spoken across the country. We have tried to put up the data.
yep.
So this volunteership is as per data. We have no control over it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Go ahead.
just like the chartbuster thing. I like. Okay, so that's all. Like people who wish to join later, it save the link or just screenshot the screen. And Daruna, please paste that link so that we can move to the next slide.
Uh,
It's over the document. Yeah, so
Vijit,
it's
if
all.
you can do it, you
Yeah, yeah,
actually just paste it. Okay.
done.
Not getting.
Okay, so it's the thank you part. Uh, and as the name suggests, the project Luminier, we will try to illuminate the path of your research journey, encourage you, even pushes you hard. But the fact is that you have to walk. If not walk, then you have to crawl along with us to get the target we are starting with. And yes, then the saying, yes, you will raise from the ashes, but the burning comes first. And for this part, darling, you must be brave. So it's the bravery part as well, like persisting with something. It's not happy, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. It's very tough when you are doing research. And that's it for all. Like, thank you from my side, and I will happy, and the entire team will happy to take any questions. And I do want to announce that we will going to another sessions, a simple informal kind of sessions to address queries by the next week or so. Even like we are planning to do it in the next week by Tuesday or something, and thereafter the next week too, so that all the queries will addressed even on those stations. They are kind of a bit unofficial one. We were directly helping you arranging the RAR thing. So yes, any questions? We are happy to answer.
Yeah, guys, you can just unmute yourself and put up the questions. Abhijit, I guess we have actually answered all the questions. And there are some questions that is there any other volunteering role? Okay. So we that is the core team of yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, this is Sampath. So I just would like to understand whether there is any specific domain-based research which we can be carried out as part of this.
We have actually
Primarily,
yeah,
the reason I'm asking is I've been working in banking for long,
yeah, yeah.
so that's
We
why I
are
just really want to
basically
understand.
we are open to every domain, sir. Whatever domain
We
appeal like you feel amusing about, you can uh, did some RAR thing.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, you can actually pick up any topic across the any sector. We would love to have the diversity among the topic that is being presented for the RR. Okay,
Sure, okay.
so that would be great.
Thanks.
And yeah, for the recruitment part, our recruitment for the core team and core volunteering is for the other roles are closed for now. If it's possible, we will be opening it for the next term. Okay, so yeah, you guys have to wait if you actually want to volunteer for any other roles.
It may be around May or something, I think.
Yeah, by the next term after Paradox, I guess. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining the meet. I guess the whole session was very much helpful. I guess you might have felt that how much we are putting our time and effort so to like empower the research journey at IIT MBS. I hope you guys do put up your mind and brain and soul to it and actually explore the field of research. We are looking forward to have interaction with other IITs and other colleges. We also plan to have offline events, but yeah, things take time. Good things take time. So does we. So yeah, as the last time said, be phoenix, rise up from ashes. Okay, guys. So I guess the meet is concluded for now. Aryan, if you have anything to say, you can just proceed further.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for the team, from the team like Avijit, Aranav, and Jatin. You guys did great, and that was really insightful considering the efforts you have been putting for so long. And yeah, I have really high hopes from the team. I know I am also from the team, but still, I have to say I have my hopes high. And even for you guys, even for the community members, we are really planning to take it very seriously, to take the journey of research with our soul and heart. And that's why we are here. That's why we are here with our research society. So I request you all to participate and help us to make this project a really successful one. And trust me, this success is not only meant for ourselves, but it will be a success for the people participating in it, because this project is not meant to glamorize RaSoR. Rather, it's focused on making you a researcher and getting you to publish a research paper. So that's how we are going about it, and I think a lot of details and everything was covered. Still, if you are left with any of your doubts, any of your queries, or you still have some amazing ideas cooking up in your mind, feel free to text us on our social handles. You have our groups, you have our social platforms to reach out to us. And yeah, we are open to all of your ideas and queries. You can mail us, you can text us, you can text any of the admins. It can be related to research, it can be related to society, or it can be related to this whole Project Lumina. And I truly wish all the best to the team for this project. And thank you guys, thanks a lot for joining, and really, really means a lot for us. Thank you. And I think this is the end of the meeting, and good night from us. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, guys.